Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.
Hey guys, how is everybody doing? Uh, Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Uh, I have been really sick um, with a really bad chest cold lately, so haven't been feeling too good. Still not feeling the best, but I needed to come on for myself and for a few people who need to hear this. You know, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, King of Kings. He is my one and only. Been it's it's about faith, faith. You know, I get these people that want to argue all these different points. The Bible is not real. This, this and that about, and it's mostly Bible verses, and I can prove that Jesus Christ is the true path and God. I can prove that without a fact. But the only one that I can prove that to is myself because it's faith. It's faith. So whoever wants to come to me with arguments about Jesus Christ is not real or this and that about the Bible, I am telling you, you have to find the faith because that's what it's about. And the evil is running rampant right now. And we're just getting started, you guys. This is getting crazy. I didn't think we could get any crazier than, but the Nephilim, the fallen angels, the Satan himself, they are on desperate times. You can see it coming out everywhere. I mean, they are hitting you with the chemical spills, with the UFO situation, with what the hell? Oh my God, everything is like you're still dealing with COVID. Um, and it is like they are pulling out nonstop right now. I mean, am I the only one seeing this? Or are you guys seeing this? You know? Oh, I mean, train derailments left and right now. And all the other derailments, there's been chemicals on them trains too. Not sure if they're as bad as the uh, chemical attack on on the people over there. Yeah, I agree. The Amish people, there are a lot of Amish people around there. We have a lot of Amish people here in Wisconsin too. And them guys, they've had it right all along. You know, they uh they kept, pretty close to the way that we should have been living, you know. And But what it comes down to, everybody can be forgiven. You just got to ask for forgiveness. For because we've all come short, you know. But anyways, I mean the attack on Christ right now. I mean, did you guys see that fucking jag off in the Super Bowl? The guy that supposedly died on the field from the Buffalo Bills. Did you see that Jagoff's jacket when he come running out? They had to bring him out at halftime. Some people are saying it's him, some people are saying it's not him. But the jacket he wore, what a discriminate, I mean, blasphemy. On the back of his jacket, he had the cross with the sponge head. Um, they had Christ on the cross with a sponge head, like his head looked like a sponge head, like SpongeBob SquarePants head. Like a really freaking. I mean, you guys seen it. I don't know. Maybe you didn't see the film of him running out. Lots of news channels picked up on that. I mean, I think every news channel around spread that. You know, but it's just the between everything that's coming out that's turning our kids into not knowing what they are. They don't even know, I mean, man, woman, uh Z this and X that and Y the, you know, I don't get all that, but I mean, if you have to call yourself G, I don't get it. I don't know. It's getting too crazy for me as far as uh, how do you take when there's only two chromosomes, the man and woman. Uh, how do you get the others? I guess I'd like to ask how. I mean, it's actually, just their belief, really. Obviously, we know that. I don't know what they think. It's really a different world we live in today. Different. And the evil has been shown itself. And I've been saying this for the last 2 months that the evil, if you look around and take a step back, just take a step back out of any situation that you find yourself in. Take a step back, look at who you're talking to, um, and go with that gut feeling. If you're getting a vibe, go with it because more than likely it's going to be true. Not only Ohio is screwed, Joe. The whole fucking sooner or later, the whole United States and beyond into Canada is all not good. We're all going to get that. Sooner or later, it's going to come around throughout here, everywhere. I mean, the winds blow everything everywhere. Mm. Sorry, I had to sip that in your ears. I apologize. Mm. Maybe I'll just mute myself, but I am like I got this fucking chest cold. It's been hanging on for like 3 days now, 4 days now. It's actually was getting worse. Uh, but now for the last day, I think it's getting better. It's actually really starting to clear up. But and I didn't do anything but drink a lot of water. I didn't take any medicines or anything. I one night I did take a cup full of like a NyQuil, nighttime Equate, not NyQuil, but Equate, but same thing. I took one of them little shot glass cups of that. That's the only time I've taken anything for it. Uh, I haven't really lost my appetite too much throughout the whole thing, but it's kind of back to me being me because most of the time when I am sick, I never lose my appetite. If anything, I get hungrier. And I know that's weird for when you're really sick. I guess when I am like uh stuck to the bed in one of them sort of sicknesses, yeah, okay, you got me. You can barely get a cracker down. Yeah. Um, and 25 minutes from the train derailment, it's a fight everywhere. Yeah, they really did a number on that. Drinking water, yeah, the drinking. I mean, who is in there? Ryan is in that. If you're in the direct, in that path, I mean, if you're within 1,000 miles of that, maybe I would be out of. I would find a location at least at least 500 miles, 400 or 500 miles out for sure. I don't know why people are still around. I know they told them it was safe to go home. Um, just like they told them it was safe to go back to work on, 9/11, when that happened. It was safe for them to go and do all that. Uh, and they're telling people it's safe to go home. Just drink bottled water, everybody, but go home. All animals around there are dying, but go home. It's safe. Are you kidding? The evilness of of all this that's coming out. I don't get how people don't now, I mean, see the drastic between the evilness and the attack on Jesus lately. I have seen attack after attack, and everybody wearing red. I mean, like uh, the Hollywood stars and stuff, which are not really in my reality, but people are talking about that sort of thing, and and I've seen pictures of it, and it's like this place is gone off the rails, literally the saying this has gone off the rails. Um, to actually have uh a new movie. I'm like when they were saying white noise movie that it related to the white noise movie, same exact town down to the town, state, town and everything in this movie. The same accident, everything, chemical spill. And the weirdest part, I was like, I've not heard it. I mean, I've heard of white noise, and I'm like, how can they take I've never seen anybody take the same title of another movie unless they're redoing that exact movie, just updated version of it, right? How can they take the same white noise title? I'm like, this don't make sense to me, right? So I go and I'm like, when the hell did this other movie come out? And I seen that it just came out a couple months ago in theaters or whatever, or just came out a couple months ago on Netflix, I guess. Whatever. So I watched it on Netflix. I watched the movie, and I was like, "This is the weirdest freaking movie." It's like they basically the movie the accident, the chemical spill wasn't the plot of the movie. It was in the movie and it played a role for about 20 minutes of the movie, but it wasn't the plot of the whole movie. I mean, it didn't even have anything to do with the movie, is what I'm saying. This is so crazy. I'm like, what is going on? Maybe I'm just seeing it differently, but if you watch the movie, it has nothing. The actual whole chemical train derailment, everything, it doesn't run into the rest of the movie. It's like they just put that in there to kill time of the actual movie, you know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. If you have any of you guys seen the movie, it's like they go through this scare and everything, but the main plot of the movie I think had to do with mostly the professor and the professor, and he was talking about Hitler, and the other professor was talking about Elvis. And if you hear some of the chat going around between Elvis and hit the bringing in like Hitler type rules and regulations to the world, basically one world government type thing, and the Elvis and the jab, you know, Elvis is connected to the jab, and he was the very first one on TV, very first Hollywood type person to um, get the jab, that type of jab that was out back then, you know, to promote it. So, right. And it comes to there's this crazy circle between him and Trump. It's they're calling them the twins. Trump is Elvis's twin, and they're both from evil. They um, they both connected with the jab. Trump's the um, Elvis is the first one to get the jab, and then Trump is always says he's the father of the jab, right? So I don't know. It's this one guy, but he's made this guy makes some fucking good connections between all this stuff, and I can't explain it, you know, as good as this guy, and his channel is called Drastic something. I will have to look for that, guys, and give that to you later. But um, let's do a shout out. Welcome on Unindoctrinated, Melanie, Martin, Joe Dirt. Let's see. RT, welcome. Martin, Welcome, Creek Mary. Let's see, Cammy, welcome. They need distractions. Yeah, exactly. They are doing shit over here, and they're causing you to look over here at all the disasters. But you can't be afraid of. Don't let that get to you. Right. I totally believe. I'm not telling. Yeah. I'm not telling you guys all this to fear monger or anything. I'm telling you to really don't worry, don't get yourself involved in it. Of course, if somebody needs help, and if any of my listeners are in that directed area, I would open up my apartment to them. You know, I have no problem with helping people, but don't be afraid of what the elite are doing because we will be all right. Need to get outside and split wood. All right, Joe. Ransom, welcome. Let's see, I had a couple days of not feeling good, so I better try and catch up. Yeah, I felt this coming on too. I wasn't sure, but I was like kind of pretty sure. I was like, my chest was starting to get more congested, and that's when the time you start doing things to get a little bit of ahead because you'll be down for a little bit. But sometimes you just can't get it done, and then you play catch up when, yeah. I never get distracted. Wait, what's that? Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. It's like I constantly, and that's even with these channels that the what's going on with everything in the, I don't know if you can even call it a community anymore because uh it's kind of broken off into a weird situation where this one guy's kind of pretty popular, and there's been channels that have broken off there, but so I see some of us in them channels, and I'm like confused because they don't really talk about what, Mandela effects and the stuff that, but if you're anything like me, I kind of try to get as much information about everything as so I can make a good judgment on what I see happening. And I see a lot of s- school kid stuff happening. Like I feel like I'm stuck in the middle of Orion right now, and I'm completely open to the people around that seem Orion to me. And it's the stuff that they get involved in, and that I don't think should even be a factor when all this other stuff's going on that we need to help. You need to lend a helping hand, and instead of arguing and fighting and uh, that kind of stuff, I think we really should be reaching out to each other as much as possible. And if I guess if you start to feel angry against something, just that's when you need to pull back and take a good look at yourself. And that I actually had to do that myself just recently. And I don't know, for some reason I do have like this anger builds up, and it's like sometimes when something like, for instance, making this stream right now, it took me 3 or 4 times to do it because it kept booting me out, and I was on the very last step of setting it up. And then I'm like, fuck it. Maybe for some reason I'm not supposed to go on. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk to anybody right now. And about the third time when it booted me, after putting all the stuff in that I had put in, I shorten it up every time. So if it looks like it's straight and to the point, on things, my title, for instance, and the photo that I put out for my photo, it wasn't so it wasn't taking the photo I wanted to put in there. So I took my phone and I wanted to smash it. I was getting that angry, and I'm like, where? And I stopped. Of course, I didn't do it. I stopped myself, and I'm like, where is this coming from? And it is basically coming from, I'm getting so upset and pissed that the powers to be, the Nephilim, whatever you want to call them, are killing innocent souls, and that destroys me. I feel like I am can't do anything. The only thing I can do is get on here and talk about it. Um, but I I wish I could do something to them. It's like you want to help fight back. Prayer is a good, yeah, well, been doing a lot of praying for the people, I mean, for heaven's sake, Ohio is devastated right now. The whole state of Ohio. And, let's see. Um, I can't think of the state right next to Ohio. I mean, there's quite a few states next to it, but um, Virgin, West Virginia. That's the state I was thinking of because I seen a photo of where the smoke was blowing at like uh, 34 miles an hour, and it was blowing like at that time right towards West Virginia. It was basically covering all of West Virginia. And I'm like, there's actually many states initially right away that are devastated right now. And eventually, eventually it's going to affect all of us. I mean, it's affecting all of us in a way right now. The one of the ways it's affecting me is it hurts me to see all this happen, and I can't do a damn thing about it. That's called murder. Exactly. Exactly. These guys I believe the whole United States government needs to be charged along with all this. People got to stand up and start saying, this is this is ridiculous. I mean, between all the stuff that's been happening in the last couple weeks, I mean, they are like, I couldn't imagine what uh, a regular person that's not awake to their programming, what they are going through right now. And we need to be reaching out to them too, not just our own people that we relate to. We need to be helping them people the most. All of us should be reaching out in some way. I don't know what to do really. Maybe we can come up with suggestions to help. And, you know, the only way I know how to help is if anybody needed a place, anybody that I knew as one of my subs. I mean, I can't just let anybody come in here. But if one of my listeners is in that particular area, I wouldn't hesitate to help them. Um, and if anybody else that's not a listener that just is now listening, and you're in that area, you can reach out to me, and I can do what I can try to help you in other ways. Um, and if you do need help, you can reach me at our new timeline at yahoo.com. It's our new timeline at yahoo.com. Just email me and I'll see if I can find somebody that can help you. Um, it was 100% Regan. I like to spell people's names right when I address them and have vivid memories of checking the spelling. No doubt in my mind it changed. Oh, I used Reagan. Reagan. That don't look right to me if that's spelled, if you're trying to spell that right on Doctrinated. Reagan, if you're trying to spell Reagan, President Reagan, that don't look right to me. And I'm a bad speller, but that still don't look right. Reagen. But like I said, I'm a bad speller. I don't argue over the spelling of anything. Maybe it is. I don't know. uh, and I'm not right in the head today, guys. I'm foggy. As you can probably tell, most of you guys know that probably listen to me a lot. I have a chest cold, and it's kind of moving now into the head somewhat, but it's actually getting better than what it was. Actually, nighttime is the worst. Nights are bad. That's when it seems to get the worst. It seems to clear up during the day a lot. Sometimes I misjudge that and think I'm getting better. Joe Dirt, they've already been trying to call the money they took out of my check for Social Security. Oh, timeline. Let's see, YouTube channel, Reagan Benson. Oh, okay, gotcha. The cough sounds rough. Oh yeah, ransom. Yeah, it is. You should see a doctor if possible. No fucking way. No, no doctors. I'm not doing doctors. Back in 2016, they say between my cousin and the doctors, they saved my life from kidney failure, and I'll never. I will always be gracious for that. But since 2019, I have no faith in doctors anymore. Not after uh, I believe they've been brainwashed. They've been brainwashed since 2019, have heavily brainwashed, and I think I just don't trust them. And that's not to say that all doctors are like that. I don't know. I just I know that they're not all like that for sure, obviously, but a majority seem to be taking the download. So I I just don't trust the doctors. You know where my trust is in Jesus Christ. And honest to God, if I'm meant to be here, I will be here until I'm here no longer and moved on where I need to be. So I have wholeheartedly, wholeheartedly have faith in Jesus Christ on everything. Um, there's times where I've wavered, but I've gotten a lot stronger in my faith, and that's what it comes down to is um, working at what you really believe in. And since 2016, when this happened to me, the kidney failure, that's when woke up to this Mandela effect, and then eventually flat Earth came along, and then I looked into things even more. But I became closer to Christ at that time, back in 2016. So it's been a journey to really work on my faith since 2016. And I see a lot of relations back, like things that pop up in my reality always vert me back to 2016. And I see, uh, the numbers, 20, 2016, the year 2016 pops up in my reality a lot. And I don't know if that's because I had this phenomenon happen to me back in 2016 that it just sticks out more or what. But another number that sticks out to me a lot, and it pops up everywhere, and I don't know why I haven't figured it out yet, is 66. It's just 66. Not, you know, not the evil number, the 666, just 66. And I'm not sure why that keeps popping up. I'm trying to figure that one out. See, you know what they say about doctors? They are the car mechanics of the human body. Yes. No, I totally agree. Because once you go in there, eventually, sooner or later, and sooner more than later, you're gonna have to go back because something else is fucked up now. Exactly. All they're gonna do is push medicine on me, some sort of medicine that I don't trust in the medicines anymore. That's my point. What is a doctor gonna do for me? For one thing, what is a doctor gonna do for me? Just push some sort of medicine on me, or they may kidnap me and put me on a fucking ventilator because I can barely breathe. They may put that little thing on me that reads me your oxygen and say, "Oh wow, you're in your 70s. You need to be on a ventilator that will help you breathe." And I say no, and then they shoot me up with some bullshit like they did when I had my kidney failure, inject me with a after I told them I was not overdosing on my pain meds. I told them I was not overdosing, and what did they do? My cousin was talking to me, and the other nurse shot me up with um, that shit that takes people out of uh, overdose type thing. I can't think of the name of that shit that they shoot you up with, but and that's when I completely went, you know, lost it. I think they actually uh came real damn close to killing me themselves because they shot all that toxin up to my brain, that was just lurking at the time in other parts of my body. So I think that's a that very well is what happened because I believe I walked in to, and I've not heard anybody tell me otherwise, but I walked into the damn emergency room, although I know that I was losing it at the time because I didn't know what month it was. I agreed to all that. I didn't know what month it was and all that. But when they shot me up with that stuff that uh, that they shoot people who are overdosing on, um, that shot all of them because I didn't pee at the time for like 2 days. So I was in severe kidney failure when I went in there. I mean, it was leaking into my brain because I was not knowing what month and stuff, obviously. But when they shot me up with that, what does that do? It rushes everything up. Uh, I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm no doctor. I'm not a doctor, but that's how I feel now after years of thinking about it. I mean, after something like that happens to you, I'm constantly thinking about the each, it's like it's like a film and I am breaking it down constantly. I know I remember this happening. Okay, I don't know what happened from the time they shot me up until I came out of the coma. But I do remember waking up on a hospital table and talking to the doctor. I do remember being ventilated at the second hospital. So there's bits and pieces that I remember, and I cut them down and I like go over them and go over them and go over them, and I'm trying to come up with what happened, how logically, in my mind, if I was ventilated when I was first brought in, before they got me to the operating table, how did I have a conversation with the doctor on the operating table when I woke up? And the doctor that walked into my room conversed with me that that's what happened. I thought it was in my head at the time until he brought it up. So I'm like, did I die at that time? Because that's when everything changed when I came out of the coma. People were different. The Mandela effect blew up. Not that, not to say that the Mandela effect has probably been happening all my life, just didn't realize it. But the people are different. That doesn't change the fact that the people are different. And the Mandela effect, things that are changing around me. Why are they changing? Um, it's crazy, it people like us back in the day would be in a mental institution for what they say. How many people back in the day actually got put in a mental institution because they were probably witnessing what we're witnessing now? Who knows? Because we didn't have the internet, or they didn't have the internet back then to confirm it with vast, with the world. So we're confirming it with others in the world that are experiencing it. Why are we experiencing this and everybody else is not? I'm starting to believe that we may be closer to hell than what we think we are. And I believe that the only way out of here is through Jesus Christ. I know a lot of you will probably argue with that, but this is my faith and my belief, and nobody will ever deter me from it. And I hope that these Nephilim or these fallen angels hear me and hear me good, You're going to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. And you're going to pay for what you're doing to these innocent souls right now. And I will be there to judge you along with everybody else that is witnessing what is happening right now. And I believe God has set us all up to witness what is happening right now. We are, I believe we are the witnesses. I know that it speaks of two witnesses, but I believe that I believe there's many witnesses. I wouldn't want to be convicted on just two witnesses. You know, as many, these bought out, every, you know, anybody that's in any type of power is pretty much sold their soul. Or I believe any type of athlete has to sign a contract, and I believe they sold their soul. And there is a way, I believe, of redeeming their soul, but the only way is through Christ. And I hope they do, because I definitely would not want to be fully thrown into where some of these people are going. This place has gone complete bonkers. We need a panel to watch the panel. Yeah. How is it going, Joel? Hey, Rick. Glenn from Boston, welcome. Uh, Annie, welcome. See, I think I've been talking long enough by myself. Yeah, I will throw a link out there if anybody feels like joining. Now, I don't want to start getting off on all kinds of other shit. I want to stay on what I've been talking about. I think I've given us many categories, from the Mandela effect to your belief, and what you're witnessing, you know. So let's see. Let me go find the link for you. See if I can figure this out. Another thing is, I see StreamYard is changing things up from uh what moderators can do, as far as hold on a second. There's like different things that you can set your moderators up to be able to do. And so I gotta go through that and figure out all this new shit that they're coming out with. And um what else? They're changing quite a few. I don't actually like all the changes they're doing. It seems more like anybody in the chat can snitch on somebody else, if they, and I don't agree with that, because if somebody doesn't like somebody else in the chat, it will cause this, hey, he blocked me. Why did you block him? And all it taking our minds off of what what the conversation is, whatever your conversation is on your stream. Whatever your conversation is on your stream, to now have to put it towards this person did this to me. Why did this person block me? You know, uh, so I don't know. It's getting to be too controlish. Um, controlling in a way, but also like letting things just loose, almost like a riot type thing. You just kind of basically let anybody do anything to anybody is really what it comes down to. So anyways, I don't know if anybody else does YouTube streams. Do you see the new rules that they're implement? Well, you could implement them, I guess. You can give your moderators certain moderators can have more they can do more things to your streams, and even after the stream is ended, they can do stuff. And I don't know, I had a problem with that before as far as moderators doing stuff that I didn't like. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a really good one or not. And then how I mean, then you're breaking down moderators from moderators. Is like, why if you have a moderator, you should be able to trust that person to do what's in your best interest. And if they're not going to, then they are not going to be a moderator. In my book, that's the way it comes down to. Um, I have to trust the person in order to be a moderator. If you're going to go out and talk about me behind my back, that I'm a no good son of a bitch, well, why would I have you as a moderator? Right? Okay. Whoops, sorry. Hold on. Okay. All right, back. um, so I put the link out there if anybody wants to join. If you want to join, I promise you, I won't get you sick. I don't think, I thought of a test I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a COVID test, you guys. For the first time, I'm gonna do a COVID test, and I'm going to video it, but I'm not going to shove the fucking thing up my nose. I'm gonna do a COVID test because I'm coughing up a bunch of this crap, right? I'm gonna cough it up onto a Kleenex or whatever, and I'm gonna rub that fucking swab right in that shit and see what it comes back as, right? I mean, why do I need to shove it up my nose when I can directly hit it with whatever's inside me? And if it comes back COVID, it can kiss my ass because I know a majority of these uh, tests. I think I may have. Hopefully, I didn't just give myself a third. You know what? I didn't even realize what I was. But I don't think I said anything bad. I see all these other stations fucking hitting, saying all kinds of shit, but they don't get a strike. So, anyways, I'm going to do that. I'm going to video it, and we're going to find out what the results are on video. And what better time to do it than when you're really sick, right? So, how could the test? I mean, a more major a majority of all these COVID tests are, I think, predetermined that they're going to say P. So if I don't follow through with the complete sentence, maybe I can overshoot the uh, algorithms. But if it happens to get the you know what, and my channel goes poof, I am so sick and tired of censoring myself. I am really fucking tired of it. And I guess this is the rant that I'm pretty much saying what I believe in, what I fucking want to say. And you know what? If whoever doesn't like it, so be it. I apologize to you that, um, but I truly do love you all. You are all my brothers and sisters, and I, you know, I think just like society has been teaching us that the devil's not real, trying to teach us that the devil's not real our whole lives. But the devil is real. Satan is real. And you can see it. You can see it running rampant all over the place. Um, I can't even watch regular televised television. I do not have. I have stuff that's been always pre-recorded. Um, and if I was to watch, which I can get on YouTube and I do watch every once in a great while, with everything that's been going on, I tried to watch a fucking newscast, right? I couldn't watch more than 10 minutes because between the commercials and what they're spewing, I'm just like, who at this point is really believing all this? Who is really believing that these guys are out for your best interest? Do you really believe at this point the media is out for your best interest? When everything that's coming out right now, the truth is coming out. And there's a lot of big people that are going to be implemented in these scandals, and hopefully nothing happens and it will be finally released. And then hopefully maybe the more of the masses will start to wake up to, hey, what is going on? And when they do start to wake up, and they're going, I mean, you really have no other option at this point to not wake up, right? I mean, that's why this truth's coming out, is for more people to wake up. And they don't have 6 years or 20 years or 30 years of going down the wake up road. They're like, boom. And you guys that know, that have been down this road for so long, need to be there to help them. You need to help them understand what's going on. And you need the right information. And I see a lot of people, and I'm telling the fucking truth here, right? I'm telling the truth. I see a lot of people hanging around places where you're not getting good information. You're um feeding into the shit that they want you to feed into, you know, arguments, fights, arguing over this and that. petty little arguments. That's distraction. That's just distracting y'all. You got to start going to sites where you're getting good information. You got to understand what is going on. I know a lot of you do, but you need to not only understand for yourself, you got because I believe in the very near future, people are gonna start asking questions. And who do you want them to go to for the answers? You want them to keep trying to listen to the fucking narrative, the TV, the black screen that's been lying to them? Or do you want to intervene and take them away and say, hey, it, and I'm not saying you got to wait until they're ready for it. You got to wait until they're starting to ask questions. We tried to wake them up before uh, with just trying to hit them with it, but they were just not ready. You got to wait until they're ready to ask questions. And when they start asking questions, you need to be there. And and I believe that's one of the reasons we've been waking up to this because and there's been a lot of people that have fallen away and it fallen away from like when I first woke up. There was a big group of us as Mandela Effect people that fell away, but they, like myself, at times, I fell away for a year. I fell away for a couple months at a time, did it off and on. But when they fall away, hopefully they're all working on themselves. And I believe that's what they're doing, especially if they're Mandela affected and they're open to Mandela effect, flat Earth, and all that. Then obviously they're awake to the government being all the governments around the world being in on it and not they're not out for our best interests. You're going to be awake to all that, right? Whew. I'm kind of talked out now. I don't know. I think I got it all out of my system. So I won't tell you what religion is true. I'll tell you how to test what you believe in. Yeah. I mean, in the last 6 years since I've been Mandela affected, I've had so many things happen in my life to tear me down because I was becoming closer to Christ. I was starting to learn more about Christ and things started happening in my life like um being homeless, then getting a house finally, and then the house burning down, and then being homeless again. Well, I found this apartment, which has worked out really good. But while I was here, I got shingles on my freaking face and almost lost my eye. And I did a live stream, uh, a couple live streams with my face that way, which was, I mean, I wasn't embarrassed, but it's nothing that anybody really wants to. I mean, I had some dedicated people that sat through and watched the stream. But you really don't want to see a person like that that's all messed up. You feel I would feel for them, and a lot of people did, but it's just like you don't want people to feel that way for you. But I felt that I never lost my faith in Christ throughout all this. And even my son, even my oldest son, gave me a Bible and told me to read Job because he must believe that I am like Job, I guess. Uh, telling me not to lose my faith and stuff, and I'm like, I haven't seen my son in a long time because we don't really talk. I love him to death. I love him, but we it's not that I don't want to talk to him. He just don't want to talk to me. And I've reached out and I've tried, but but he showed up, and gave me a Bible, which I already had a Bible, but he brought me a Bible and but he doesn't know everything that I know. I mean, I at that point even still felt like I was really close to Christ at that point. And so everything that's happened to me in the last 6 years, I've become closer to Christ the more problems I have. Um, so I hope that I'm doing everything right, and I'm trying. I'm not perfect. I mean, I definitely wasn't perfect in my younger years, that's for sure. But I am trying my best to ask for forgiveness and make up for thing. I know I can't make up for lost time and all that, but whatever. Whatever. Uh, Job is one of my favorite books. I read a lot, much like today. Yeah. Who is the only true God according to Jesus? Jesus, Jesus himself said he is not God, bro. Oh, yeah, he did say it many times. You got to know how to read it right. I don't know what you're reading, but that's besides the point. That's what I'm trying to say. Is I could sit and argue back and forth with uh, services here, but I don't need to because it's my faith. It's not yours. If you don't have it, you don't have it. But it's my faith. Get it? It's my faith. And he is my God. He's King of Kings. So, um, ancient trees, Patrick, God bless you. You're doing the work. That's what matters. Honoring and taking responsibility for that is what matters. Thank you, ancient trees. I appreciate it. Uh, based on evidence. Let's see. Prove to me. He said he is God. I'll accept Christianity. You know what? I'm not going to do that. You know why? Because you're not going to have the faith that's needed. You're not going to have the faith. You need to do that yourself, buddy or girl, whatever. And I don't need to prove to you. I don't need to prove to you. Why do you not get this? It's my faith. It's mine. Whatever. All right. Let's move on. Um, invite. I'll put the link out there one more time. And if nobody wants to come on and chat, then I think I've talked long enough. I may come on again later, but I don't know. I don't know, depends on what you guys want to talk about. I'll stick around. So you follow and believe a book with mistakes to be from all-knowing God. Listen, I don't know if everything in the Bible is true. I wasn't there. But I will take from the witnesses that, and there's no argument. Nobody ever argues that Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins. That's what I believe, right? And nobody ever argues the point that this man went to his death, right? Not committing a crime, showed nothing but love. What do you want? I mean, I am not going to take on this argument with you. I'm not going to argue with you, man. I've already told you it's my belief. But welcome, boy. Cammy says it does say
I'm just
something
making tea.
about
Yeah, I'll be there in a
respecting.
minute, okay?
Okay. It does say something about respecting Christians because they are the closest to you in faith, does it not? If he died on Friday and rose on Sunday, how is that 3 days and 3 nights? That's wild, Glenn. Enjoy it, I guess, right? Voynich, wake up, Sharky. So please do that. I have learned some. So it snowed and was 16 here tonight, 2 days ago. I'm just going back and trying to read stuff that I missed. Annie, I'm waiting for the faith to step off a tall building and moving a mountain to catch me. Word of God must be perfect and free from any errors. Service, you got a lot to say, but I'm really not listening. I'm not trying to convince you to believe in Jesus, bro. You do whatever you want. Whatever is best for you, you do. I'm not trying to convince anybody to believe in Jesus because I can't do that. You have to have your own faith. I don't need to discuss it. You're the one that wants to discuss it and get into all the deep shit about it, all the shit that people say. I don't know. I wasn't there. So I don't know. I don't need you to believe. You can test it the way I told you. Okay, how do you want me to test it? Like I don't, that's not something that I would do anyways because I don't need to. I've gone through a lot of tests, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. What is a test to you? Go do some research. I don't need to do research. I'm going off of faith. Why do you keep wanting me to go into where do you want me to get the research? Off the internet? Where that's all true and everything? Where do you want me to get this information? Where should I look?
You could deal with that question even easier. Like if somebody says you don't understand, then just say thank you. Thank you for the diagnosis. I'm going to work on it. You don't even need to question them like, so what should I know? just thank them for the, for reviewing you and giving their opinion, and that's a
Yeah,
way to deal with it. Oh,
that's
that's
good
what you think
advice.
about me.
That's
Oh,
good advice.
yeah.
Blessed are those that believe and not see, Joe Dirt said. Civilian warrior. Come on, let's move on, guys. This thing is wasting time. God's time. He's got to hear from God himself, or we'll be here for. That's, yeah. You're right, so civilian warrior. That's what I've been trying to say is you have to. I can't. There's no way I'm gonna ever get you convinced. So that's something you have to have your own faith on. And so yeah, okay, let's move on. How you doing, boy?
I'm okay. I woke
It's
up
been a while since you streamed also. How you been doing?
maybe a day or so.
Oh, has it been? Okay. It seems like longer.
Yeah, but I wanted to know about you. Do you live anywhere near the Plume?
I live in Wisconsin, so
So
um
that's pretty way up
it's
north, right?
yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the water, it won't affect us right away. I don't think the water factor, because that's all going down from us. But the air system, I think it will eventually get everybody in the United States. I think
Yeah.
it'll affect every state.
Yeah.
Eventually, water, the waterways will. I'm sure they will, even if it's not contaminated by what happened there. I think they'll find another way to contaminate shit. It's an all-out war right now against the human race here.
Yeah.
They are trying to depopulate fast because people are waking up pretty fast.
Yeah. Well, I don't see. Yeah. Well, I see the videos on BitChute and on YouTube and the rest of the internet, and I see the papers. Sometimes I look at the headlines of a paper. Like, oh, what's in the headlines? I walk in the shop and just dude, it almost makes me want to barf. Like, such a fear pushing
Yeah,
propaganda machine. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I'm laughing at these UFO things, and uh, if anything, they're demons. They're freaking demons. They're saying there's a lot of them. I came across this channel called Project something. Project what the fuck is it called? Anyways, this channel was showing images of these things that the U.S. Fighter jets are dealing with, and they call them dragons, and supposedly they're saying that they are off Earth entities, and they have been around since 2017. And I don't know, I see these things, they look like demons to me. They're like little and who knows whether all that shit's real that they're showing. And I don't have any other way to. I tried to look further into it by putting the name that they call these things into Google, and it doesn't show up anywhere, so I can't really research it. So I don't know what what's going on as far as
yeah, it's pretty much it's pretty much waiting until they knock on your door, or until you hit a boots in the street. It's pretty much and it's been like that for several years for me now, but it's coming closer and closer. I mean, they've done the knocking on my door already, right?
Yeah, bit of venom. Yeah, right. Bit of venom. Dimensional beings, that could be too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Annie said, quite literally and figuratively, I was thinking about how a cross section of the heart is a cross, and wrapped around it is a crown with thorns where it branches into muscle.
Yeah.
Huh.
I can see
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
right. Yeah, RT says, yeah, it's so ridiculous, the fear pushing.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I was saying before is they're hitting us with I mean, you got the chemical spills, the train derailments, the UFOs, the symbolism left and right in the Super Bowl with look at I didn't
Well,
watch the Emmys, but I think it Oscars or Emmys, whatever it was.
Epstein,
Just
Russia,
yeah,
Nord
yeah,
Stream,
yeah.
Syria, Turkey,
They're trying to get us
Australia,
to
Europe
look over
crisis,
here
Irish crisis. It's like,
and not look at that list that's about to be released
yeah.
with all these
CBDC is going on. CBDC is being implemented. 15-minute cities.
yeah,
Chill.
yeah, 15. Yeah, I've seen a lot of I'm starting to see commercials. I watched 2.5 Men. It's one of my favorite shows. So, and they show updated commercials, which sucks. I wish they would have showed commercials from back then.
Mhm.
But they do show updated commercials, and they have shown commercials of 15-minute cities. And I'm like, wow, they're even starting to push it on the Roku.
Yeah.
Roku is what I have. It really is written on your heart, Annie said. Superb owl. Yeah.
Yeah. Superb owl.
The okay, Grammys is better. The Grannies,
Oh yeah, the Grammys. Yeah, that horrible performance, satanic
just as they
performance.
are changing now. And yeah, I mean, you I don't know. The people who are not seeing the evilness coming out everywhere completely are blinded. Because there's an
Yeah. And
awful
today
lot of
again,
evil showing it. So yeah, go
today I
ahead,
had
Sam.
to deal with somebody that was that was unwilling to see, and none are so blind as those unwilling to see, right? That's so fucking hard to deal with, so fucking hard to deal with. uh, like, that's why I don't go out. That's why I don't start new relations or anything. I'm like, I just can't deal with people anymore. Just,
Mhm.
Joe, dude,
Well,
how you doing?
welcome,
Oh, hey
Joe.
guys. I can't see shit. I'm looking right in the sun. I can't see the screen.
Well, at least you've got some great lighting this way.
Oh,
And a great
yeah.
back.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I don't know. It's another day, so what the hell? Let's try it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it got real warm here. Everything was melting and then it freaking froze. Right now I'm standing on 4 inches of ice right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing actually. It's like the treads of the bobcat,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I just figured I'd pop in. You're on a daytime stream, so I'm not sure. You kind of I got shit to do, but apparently I don't want to do it. That's why I'm on here with you guys.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with that. Take a break.
Yeah, it's like I think I told Glenn it was 20 degrees. It's only 12 degrees out here.
Wow, that's pretty cool, dude.
Oh, that's like tropical heat waves still. Yeah, it's warm.
Yeah, what is the temp there right now?
12 degrees.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been cold the last couple days, and it sucks because we went from 46, almost about 50-degree weather, back into the cold weather again. And
Yep, that's
that's
what I
what
said. Everything was
I
melting. That's why it's all ice now.
I think that's how I got sick. Is
Yeah,
like,
probably.
yeah, and spring must be pretty close. We're gonna have an early spring, I think, because usually I get sick at the beginning of winter time, and then I get sick one more time before summer comes, right around springtime, and then I don't get sick again until fall again. That's normally how my body works, but I haven't really been sick for 2 years. Well, about 2 years ago, that's when I was really sick and I lost my taste and my smell for about almost 3-4 weeks. And it finally came back. And I was thinking to myself, I don't remember ever losing my taste and smell like that ever before when I've been sick. And now I'm proving it. I'm pretty sick right now. I'm getting better. I've been sick now for about, I think this is about the fourth day. But I I haven't lost my taste or smell, you know. So that was something different that I had before, definitely.
You know, that's something I keep thinking about all the time is that taste and smell crap. And
Yeah.
I didn't lose my taste or smell any time in the last couple of years when all this shit hit. But a couple months before this shit hit the news, like in October, it hit the news like in Christmas time, right? But this was around maybe October, September, October. Yeah, I got sick, man, and I could not taste or smell anything. And that was like one of the first times in my life that I actually mentioned it, to a couple people. I'm like, fuck, I
Mhm.
can't smell or taste.
And
And to
don't get
me,
me
that was
wrong,
real
don't
weird.
don't get me wrong. I have lost a little bit of it, a little bit of my taste, and maybe a little bit of my smell, but nothing like before. Like I could not smell myself. I couldn't. I completely lost all taste and smell.
Well, that's
Everything to
good.
me tastes
You
like
shouldn't smell yourself,
cardboard.
Patrick.
No, but if you're riding in a van full of people every day, like I was back then, you want to at least not smell, bad, because you're
Yeah.
riding in a van full of people. You want to be courteous, and I literally couldn't smell myself.
I'm going to mute myself on that one. It just sounds funny. Yeah. No, it's pretty nice out here. Snow is deep, though. You can't really tell you. I could show you the pictures, and you really can't tell unless you just go into it,
And how about how close are you to the fume, to the plume, so to say? Is it
Well,
gonna?
it's not necessarily how close. It's the fact that me and Patrick are like in a different wind direction.
Yeah.
So it will take a while to really affect us because we're
Yeah.
far enough away. But at the same time, we got something right above us called the Great Lakes. And
Yeah.
if them get contaminated, all that water flows right through my whole state. So
Yeah.
think what it'll do to the land of 10,000 lakes in 50 years.
Wow. Dude.
Yeah. Right.
That's
Yeah.
what I think
And
about.
Minnesota and Wisconsin, are right next to each other. So
But you know, the
Joe,
Earth does have a weird way of filtering shit, right? So,
right.
you know, you never know. I mean, the Earth could literally swallow it all up, and fucking you never know sometimes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel I feel really bad for any of them states downwind. You
Oh,
know,
I
them or
can't
the
believe people are walking right by that shit. It'd be like, what
I
the
know.
fuck are you doing?
Right.
And
I
they're
know.
like, if there was ever a time to
You,
put on a fucking respirator and lock
yeah,
your
yeah.
fingers,
It's like what? It's like now's the
ugh,
time that I would be down there with respirator and shit on. Now is the time to put the fucking mask
I know, right? Kind of dumbfounding.
on. But yeah, and you see all these reporters out there
COVID,
talking, finding people where their animals died, and they're like just breathing the air in. Like, you know, COVID scares me where I'm gonna put a mask on, but I got toxic fumes all around me, and I'm just gonna like, no problem. The animals are dying in front of you, and you're just like, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that newscast with that young lady, and all of her damn chickens died. Man, she had 5 chickens and 1 rooster, and they all died. Like they
Yeah,
were running
and
around the day
yeah,
before, and then they're all dead.
yeah,
She's
yeah,
like, "What the
yeah,
fuck?"
and they died in the same place they were laying down for the night.
Pretty
know?
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sad. That's very, very sad.
Man,
How many
you know,
animals and people that are going to be affected it's sad. It's very,
yeah.
very sad.
Oh, you know, when that earthquake hit in Turkey there and whatever, the first
Yeah.
time I heard about it, you know, was right away, right? I mean, you get an alert. And
I didn't
I
hear about it
looked,
until a couple days later.
well, I heard about it right away, like within the hour.
Yeah.
And first thing I looked and I said, oh, shit, you know, there's 30,000 plus right there, man. There's no lie. And then they start going, you know, 1,000 people, 3,000. And they didn't get up to 30,000 until a few days ago. Now it's over 50. The point is, you just feel it right away. Now, when this toxic shit hit, no, I'm looking at people walking around all lined up, and I'm like, my God, there's the Walking Dead. What do? You know? Fuck,
Right.
guys, why are you there? Get the fuck out. Go, run.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't get
Man,
well,
I don't
they're
even care if
listening.
you're poor.
Hey,
Start walking.
they're listening to that damn TV telling them that it's okay to go back in. And one lady said, "Yeah, the TV or the media told me to come back in my house. It was okay." She said she walked in her house and it smelled like nothing but like chlorine.
Yep.
And I was like, "Why the hell are you still? Get the hell out of there! My God!"
Well, what about
Uh,
that one video of that one guy cussing at the camera, going, "My God, do you see these clouds and shit? This ain't fucking clouds. This is that chemical. They fucking. This is from you know, East
their own,
Palestine." And it's like, what the
yeah,
fuck? You was
their own fire department marshal or whatever got on camera, and he said it was like they nuked, or I don't know who they were talking to. It was some sort of upper guy
yeah,
in the town, and he said it was like they nuked Ohio.
yeah, chemically nuked it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you gotta find that video with all them clouds, though, man. That looked like the most apocalyptic shit I've ever seen. I mean,
Yeah, I seen
was
it, but
ominous, man.
I didn't think that was a real photo. You
Oh
know,
no, it was. You look at it, watch it. It's like it was so ominous. It freaked me out, dude. And I
oh
only watched
wow.
it for 15 seconds.
Yeah,
It'd have
they're
been like
calling
you could have literally set off a mushroom cloud with a nuke. Fuck in a
Yeah.
big city.
Why
and
would
I
you
wouldn't
burn?
blink an
Why
eye.
would you
I
burn?
wouldn't blink an eye, you know.
Yeah,
But
why
that
would you
freaked me
burn
out
all that
watching them
shit?
clouds.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
freaky, man. Wow.
They're
fucking
they're
ice.
calling it they are calling it now the American Chernobyl.
Yeah, I heard that from like day 3 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is now like day 4 or 5 since we've heard, but we've only heard after.
Oh, it
after how many
happened like,
days?
dude,
Yeah.
it happened like the 3rd, man. It happened
Yeah.
fucking February 3rd.
Yeah.
I don't know, Undoctrinated. I think they may be comparing it. I would if that, like Joe Dirt saying, that mushroom cloud that I seen. I just seen a snapshot of it, and I thought it was fake because it looked like when they did the nuclear test back in the 40s, was it? I think, or 50s.
yeah.
I don't remember. In the 40s, I think they did that nuke test, and you
But-
see that mushroom cloud. That's pretty much what this
Yeah.
looked like.
But Patrick, that's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about a video like he's miles and miles away, and you could see the
Mhm.
clouds come in, the rain clouds, a thunderstorm. But them
Oh,
clouds
okay.
are so fucking freaky, man, that it's like that's no thunderstorm, man. That is packed full of fucking death. You
Mm.
gotta see that video, man. It's just like, whoa.
Well, what I seen was the black smoke going up with the what I was assuming was part of the early part of the smoke that went up that looked like clouds.
Yeah.
That looked like dark
Yeah.
clouds, but I thought it was it looked like the first part of smoke, and then the black cloud that went up, that they showed a snapshot of that, and that's what it looked like, a nuclear.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing.
But yeah, no, I
seen
haven't seen
tire
the
fires
video.
before.
I haven't seen the video that you're talking about.
Yeah, it fucks with your head, dude. I'll find it and I'll give you a link sometime.
And everything that we talk about on here is, we don't know what's fact, we're just giving our opinions to what we're seeing. So
Hey, if you're listening to
that's
me, you're
how
probably more ignorant than I
am. You're not ignorant.
well, there you go. I don't even understand the vocabulary.
Time for some more coffee, I think. I'm starting to go down, guys. I'm gonna hang in there for a little bit. I'm gonna hang in there for a little bit longer, but I'm starting to feel a little weaker. I think I blew my rant too long.
Yeah, just blame your guests that we clicked the link too late. We should have clicked the link earlier, right?
I think we'll definitely go for another half hour. I can make it another hour, I think. I'm gonna make another cup of coffee and we'll see. What we need Joe Dirt would be a good addition to bring in Bizwoofer, or Bizwoofer, or am I saying that right? No, not Bizwoofer. Buzzacino. When we were singing, oh yeah, you got a good voice there, Joe. Let's hear it. Let's hear a song.
Oh yeah, I did catch that when you guys were singing on that one stream. I thought that was pretty damn good. At the end of that stream,
it was that was funny. It was. I had a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Both definitely Voy and Buzzacino have really good voices.
Yeah, they did. I thought it was pretty, actually. I thought it was so pretty.
Well, it was fun to do. It was big fun.
All right. Just trying to figure out where to set this thing here. There you go.
He's just chopping down a tree to place his camera on the right spot.
No, I'm actually whacking frozen dirt off the lodge so I don't screw my chainsaws up anymore.
See you later, Cammy. Have a nice day. I was gonna try to come on yesterday. I really wanted to come on yesterday, but I just never got to it. I just couldn't.
Have a great day, Cammy.
Yeah, I didn't feel good yesterday, so I probably wouldn't have came on.
Let's see. I'll go back here. Ancient Tree says, that's what I thought when the winds picked up here after the spill here. It was super weird how the wind started just after. Not only did the winds pick up after that happened, the winds picked up to 34 miles an hour, spreading that shit after it happened within a 12-hour period, I believe it was a 12-hour period. And then the wind over a 24 to 48-hour period started shifting up north, so towards Canada. So yeah, the wind can do tricky things, and they really, whether it was modified, weather that was going on during that spill, I can't say for sure, but it did look a little fishy.
Yeah, I remember. You remember in that trailer of the movie? I don't even know the damn name of the movie, but it don't matter. Where they had whatever. Oh wow, I lost my concentration, guys. But anyway, in that movie, right, in the trailer, they were showing the train and everything. But anyway,
Right.
They showed this bookshelf and it says a cult, right? And one of the books says a cult. So
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
they want you to see it. That was the end of the
I
trailer.
seen that. Yeah.
Now,
I seen
I
it.
don't
Yep.
think now, right? Immediately you think, it's just like, yeah, we think what we think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But here's the odd thing that I started thinking about later. When was the railroad cars' wheels on fire as they went through Salem? What do you associate Salem with, right?
Yeah, occult, witchcraft.
It's like, oh shit, maybe that's supposed to make sense somehow.
Yeah, right.
So what do you think? It's not real, maybe?
Oh, it's definitely
no, I'm
real.
not saying it's definitely real. But I would say that
Well, as real as I am anyway.
there is some sort of magic, maybe witchcraft shit going on with the elites. I don't know about all that, but it is weird that the movie comes out just like 9/11. There was a movie that came out 7 months prior to 9/11 happening, or it was called what movie or what show was that called? It was a movie. The Gun something. I don't know. I haven't talked about that in a long time. I'd have to get back to you, Joe, on that.
Yeah, you don't have to. I never heard of that.
Yeah, they showed it was that exact same scenario where I almost had the name of it. It just almost popped in my head.
White Noise.
But no, we're talking about 9/11 movie now.
Oh yeah.
The movie that came out just before 9/11 happened.
I don't know that.
But anyways, it was the same scenario where there was terrorists that took over a plane, crashed it into the buildings, and all that shit. So it was actually in a movie before 9/11 happened. Now we got this movie that pops out 3 months or 2 to 3 months before, or before the incident happened, and it happened in the same state, the same town, and even used some extras that were in the movie live in that town. There, so
what was the plot of that movie anyway?
I think the plot it had to do with the two professors, because that's what took up most of the movie, and that's what they were really hounding about was Hitler. The one professor was stuck on Hitler, the things that Hitler was trying to accomplish and all that. And he had a love for Hitler. And the other guy had a love for Elvis, the other professor. And so, and it kind of goes back to this guy who's on YouTube who has been putting Elvis together with Trump. And
Putin, Elvis together, and Trump. Wow.
Yeah.
All
No,
four
not
of them.
Putin. Hitler. But it all has to do with everything going on even with the Super Bowls. Every team that has won in the Super Bowl in the last few years has the same colors as what is going on now. Like they're pushing the Satanist stuff through everything. Now it's coming out. Everybody's wearing like red, and so you get the Chiefs who are red, right? The team that won the Super Bowl the prior year was supposedly I think was the Rams, and their colors were blue and yellow, right? I believe, or white and yellow or something. Blue, white, and yellow, I think, is their colors. And it's like the same colors as the Ukraine flag. Whatever team won and matched up with the Ukraine flag. So synchronicities and these plots out of movies, all this shit's coming together. And it's really weird to watch it go down. And I'm seeing the evilness, whether it's from another dimension, whatever Satan is rising up and taking over and trying to get as many souls right now as possible. I don't know. I don't have the I don't have any truth behind all that. I don't know what's going on, but I see a lot of evilness. I see a tremendous amount of evilness, and I see a lot of anger going on, not only with myself. I told you guys early on I was having some anger issues. Not that I got angry and busted up anything. I turned it over to Christ, really. I just see so much anger, and I'm like trying to, I don't know, be a beacon of light in this fucking tremendous, and I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by far. I will be very lucky to make it to heaven,
Yeah, listen,
whatever our heaven is. I think we all have a different heaven.
One of the things I always say to God is, hey, I get it. I wouldn't want me there either, but I love you so much. I don't want to be there to ruin that shit.
Right.
We're being pushed into war, so it's not strange to feel oppressed and to want to fight and do something about it. That's what it does.
I feel, yeah. It makes you feel worthless. Like I can't do it. People are hurting all over the world, and they can't do a fucking thing about it.
Yeah, I know. It's sad.
Yeah, well, these hands weren't made for killing either. But then again,
Yeah. Worst part is we're all complicit. There's always something we could have did.
Well, there's some animals are more equal than others. So that's what I have to say about it.
That's a good way to say it.
And my heaven is to have a little shack in the woods somewhere and have a porch with a rocking chair on it that I can sit in and have all these animals come up to me and I can understand what they're saying and I can talk to all the animals. And
Oh, they
peace
got
and love.
roads for that, man.
Everybody is just living in peace and love, man. And I don't believe in that peace, love, and light crap. A lot of people are falling into the alien stuff. They're
Yeah.
falling into believing that the aliens are gonna come save them.
Yeah, did you see
And
how much you're pushing that shit last week?
yeah.
I hope
Was
you're
not
well.
alien. Oh, I didn't think it was, dude.
Wow, ancient trees. That's a tough period. Your mother dies and your landlord. Wow, got a lot to take care of.
Covered after my mom passed. Landlord just died and need to figure out so much. Please pray for me that I am safe and have a home to live. All right, I will definitely pray for you, ancient trees. I'm sorry that you're going through that. And thanks for the getting better well wishes. Yeah, I appreciate that.
No words can be said on that one.
Right?
Yeah.
Patrick wants to be a Disney princess. Don't put
Which one?
me don't put my name anywhere near Disney.
Which one? Yeah, okay, but now that everybody knows which one, which princess. I think he's dreaming of being Pocahontas. Yeah.
Funny.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Well, anyways, guys, I just wanted to pop in. Said a few things, you know.
Mm.
Good to see you doing fine.
Glad to see you're all there, though. It does mean a lot to see you all around. So,
Yeah,
don't
it's good to see you out and about, and you just went through a heart surgery yourself
yeah,
not too long ago.
that was a year ago.
So it's good to see you're up and around and everything.
Yeah, I have my days where I'm not, but whatever. But I'll just shut my camera off. I'll still hang out until you kill it.
I just said don't put my name anywhere near Disney, and Martin has to put my name right next to Disney. Thank you, Martin. I really appreciate that.
Oh, that's true friends right there.
Oh, Princess Disney. Princess Disney. Oh, that's so stupid. You gotta stop it. Stop it being stupid. Gonna stop it.
I gotta take a second here, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Did it go silent over here, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I did. That's why I'm back.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck? I turned around for a minute.
I just had to go have a cough break. That's all. Oh man, this shit's really got me, man. Got a hold of my chest pretty good.
Yeah, I wonder how far it can diffuse in the opposite direction of.
What?
No idea. Said I wonder how far them chemicals could have went west.
Yeah. Probably a pretty good distance because the wind kind of swifted off that to that about 48 hours into it or
That
so.
was the other thing. Did you remember the report of when they mentioned they were going to, set up on fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were scheduled to set it up on fire, and then we have to hurry up because of the winds, right? Because the winds are coming. It gets higher winds in a little while, and they wanted the plume to go straight in the air. Well, anyway, they had it set up to light on fire, and then they delayed it a couple hours until the winds hit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, there's more to this shit than you'd think,
Right.
It's like,
Yeah,
wait,
right,
dude, all of
exactly.
this is fucking adding up wrong. It's like it could
That's what I'm saying.
just hey,
The puzzle pieces are starting to come together with everything. That's what I was trying to say. With this, if anybody's been paying attention to all the shit that's been going on with the stuff that's been happening with the Super Bowls and with all the other the movie types, telling us what's gonna. They always got to tell us what they're gonna do before they do it, right? Isn't that some sort of universal law or something?
that's
And
what
I
they
don't
they,
say.
necessarily believe that. I don't
Yeah,
believe
that's
that.
what I was gonna say.
I don't
well,
necessarily.
they put it out.
That's,
They put it out.
no, this is just a
They're
thing that
putting out a
goes.
lot of zombieism bullshit and a
Yeah.
lot of fucking devilish Satan shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think that's because of karma. Like, oh, if we're going to tell you what we do and we tell you later on that we lied, we didn't lie. It's like, really? Really?
Well, I mean, no,
You think it's
they're not
karma?
telling us directly. They're not ever going to tell us directly what they're going to do, but they have told us what they're going to do in movies and sorts like that, TV shows, stuff like that. These people are evil. They're straight up evil. They
Straight
even
up.
put out a whole thing, a whole mock thing before the COVID thing came along. What was that paper they where they were doing like a mock thing? Do you guys know about that? What the hell was that called? I don't even remember.
On
So
the
long ago.
Oscar awards, right? When they started to get
They
different
include
films.
all them big types of shows.
Yeah.
It's all propaganda towards their what they're doing and shit.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
remember
that was
what.
pretty weird. On when these Oscar nominations, when I think it was 2019, not even 2020. I think it was 2019, and they just one of the
Even the Olympics. Yeah, go
comedy.
ahead. So.
Yeah, but that was 2012 even. Yeah, but like giving out free jabs, to the audience. That was like such a crazy move. People in the audience
Well,
were
you
like,
know something's up when they're giving it away free, or they're trying to buy you to take one. Give free hamburger, free
yeah,
whatever donut. Come get your free donuts if you take it the jab.
yeah.
They were buying people. They were buying souls off pretty damn cheap.
Look, this is true happiness. Two playing dogs.
Free
Two
joints
playing
for
dogs.
jabs.
Look at this. It's pure happiness.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
love
what
Yeah,
it.
did
they're
you
best buds.
what did you get about a good 1 minute enjoyment eating that donut or donuts compared to it's crazy. Yeah, they were giving the jabs away for free
How
for a
many dogs do
while
you
there.
have, dude?
3.
I don't even
Uh,
know.
That's it. It ends there.
It
Beautiful,
is
dude.
there's
Ryan,
absolutely that.
Yvette,
They were
Ryan,
very, they were
Ryan said
very happy.
Event 201. That's the one where they did a
Yeah.
go
I had to give up
look
the
up
fat
Event
chick just for
201.
these 3.
Event 201 came out way before COVID and it explained everything that they were going to do. And they even released it in before that, even in some kind of script. And I shouldn't even brought it up because I can't remember where I read that script from. But
Well, they brought it up
anyways,
in a lot of them.
yeah.
Enter the Stars has some pretty good insight onto some of them when he does them sketches, decode shit.
Yeah, I mean, before this, they were shooting us all up, and it would take, like the stuff, the jabs that I got back when I was a kid. I got the one that I have the scar in my arm because it was like a gun,
Oh yeah,
and it had.
that was the polio vaccine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I think so. It might have been.
Yeah,
It
the
was the
teeth
last year. The last year, unfortunately, I think 1970 was actually last year, but I was born in 69, so I got it. And but it usually takes 30 to 40 years, for us to start getting the effects of it. But now they've moved into it affecting within days, if not a few years. They moved up the killing a lot faster.
Yeah,
Eating he's eating the ice.
nice.
They're not that smart.
Well, it doesn't happen to them every day, right? It's just like kids. Like, oh, look at this snow. What can we do with it? What can we do with it? Oh, we can melt it. We can eat it. We can drink it.
Yeah. We could pee on it.
It's cool, man. It's
water.
cool. It's ice cold.
Yeah, it cuts down how many times you got to give them water, I guess.
Yeah, every time I become tongue-tied, the chat has the answers what I'm trying to say. Event 201, Ryan says, and Martin, predictive programming, that's been going on for many years. And it's just coming out. They're more blatant with it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're just like out in the open with the shit now.
Yeah, and so they can say that they're evil and they can tell you what their plans are. But if we tell other people what their plans are, we're crazy. That's pretty much where we're at now.
Look, yeah.
So
look at what's her name, Beth Warren, who is for the abortion, and when they overturned Roe versus Wade or whatever it's called, about the abortion.
Well, they didn't overturn shit. That was an opinion anyway.
Was it? They didn't overturn that in court?
They didn't do anything. They just said we're mad at this opinion. That's all it was.
No, what? They didn't overturn the original Roe versus Wade thing?
Well, yeah, but what did it amount to? It amounted to nothing pretty much.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like the Nuremberg Code.
I thought they shut all them clinics down.
No,
they didn't, huh?
No,
it's not a law.
All it pretty much said was stated was, hey, the federal government has no opinion in this. That's pretty much all they're saying. To leave it to the state,
Yeah. Okay.
But
Right.
that's just pretty much how it was anyway. So how are you getting mad over an opinion when it was never really a law to begin with? It was just pretty much do
Yeah.
what you wanted.
Yeah.
I think it was to give that Warren devilish lady to get on camera. Like she's a high up in the Senate or something. That Warren whatever her name is. And
Ginsburg?
she's getting on there and she's like, we're not
Oh.
gonna take this sitting down. She was calling for violence against people who believe that it was that protecting the baby was in the best interest, to protect the baby, not kill an innocent baby. And she's like driving up people that want that passed or whatever, whether it's passed or not. She wants it federal law, I guess, that everybody has the right to kill their baby if they want to.
It's not a laughing thing, but you have to laugh on how ridiculous it all becomes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so in your face. God's given us so many chances.
Mm-hmm.
Believe what
Right.
you will, but God's given you so many chances to do something, and we're not doing nothing as a people. We're all waiting around going, where's the king that's going to do it,
Hey, welcome,
Where's our
Tommy.
leader that's going to fix all this so I don't have to leave my house? That's pretty much what it fucking boils down to. Where's the leader that's going to fix it all so I don't have to leave my house?
There is
Because
no
I
one
sure in the hell
leader.
don't want to do it, right? I don't want
We
to
have
do
to
it.
do it as a people, standing
Yeah.
up against this evilness.
That's what I mean, and no one's standing.
Right.
I mean, you have some, but they get cut off and you never hear about them.
Ransom said, Joe Dirt, you should run for president.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
Good luck with that. I don't want that job. That's for damn sure.
I put the link out there in case you want to join, Tom. But yeah, no doubt. Not people with all this shit going on. You would think there would be more people standing up, and they're just sitting back.
I've heard
They're waiting for Trump to come to the rescue.
Yeah, where's our leader?
I've heard that Tommy Tell the Truth is going to change his handle to Tommy Tell the Time, because that's all he does.
No, he's just calling out, it's time to smoke them.
See? So he's always telling us the time.
There's only way to 420 here.
No, he only tells us when it's 20 after.
That's right.
No, I've got
20 after and 2022, right? Every 40 minutes, right? Is it every 40 minutes?
It'd be every hour, wouldn't it?
Tommy will
Is it every hour? I think it's
will
every
tell you.
40 minutes.
Every hour.
Tommy, which is it? 420 somewhere.
Tommy, tell us what time it is.
20 minutes after and 22. I knew it was at least 2 times. 20 after and 22.
If he says so, it must be time.
I can't even smoke right at this point.
I can even read the clock. I actually need Tommy to tell me the time.
I tried to smoke. I couldn't even.
I was thinking the same fucking thing.
I couldn't get it in my
eyes. The sun's so bright.
Time is but a concept. Yep. If it was up to me, every minute would be a smoking time. But, like I said, I can't even get the smoke in my lungs to go down far enough. I suppose you only really need it to get in your mouth, right? and kind of just breathe a little bit. I need one of them. I need like a where I can keep the smoke so I don't lose all the smoke. Keep it in some sort of thing jar maybe, and then hit the jar every so often. I think.
Oh, well, you need to talk to Tommy. He's got a gravity bong. Keeps the smoke in there for a good minute.
A
Be all
gravity
stale,
box.
though. That'd be like stale smoke, man. You'd be coughing so bad.
No, if I ever took a hit like Tommy does, even if I had my lungs at 100%, I would be rolling on the floor. I would be
Oh.
rolling on the floor. coughing.
I would have blacked out.
Hmm.
I'd black out.
Every time I cough right now, I get lightheaded. So
Yeah,
I don't even
see
need
stars.
I don't even need the weed at this point.
Yep. See stars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna black out every time, like when I get into it. Doesn't even have to be a deep cough, just like a coughing up some of this stuff. I feel like I'm gonna black out for a minute, for a second, not a minute, like a second, real quick second there. Gets real lightheaded. This kind of like feel every time that happens, I feel like upset stomach, like I need to throw up or something.
Huh. Yeah, my stomach's a little upset right now. I need to eat.
Yeah, that's probably what I should do too. I haven't eaten all day. Just had a cookie about a minute ago, kind of hoping to put my eating on hold for a minute or two. I was starting to overheat. I thought it was my sugars getting too low. So I ate a cookie just to kind of tide me over. But I think I'm gonna make a bologna sandwich here in a second.
Huh. That sounds good.
Bologna with some butter. That's good for you. I had a biscuit and gravy for breakfast. That sounds good. I was born exactly 3 months premature. My birthday is the 20th of January. No shit.
Hey, who said that?
That's my daughter's birthday.
Who said that?
Martin.
Oh, yeah, I was like 2 months.
Oh yeah, I got a headache is coming on. Oh yeah, I should say I haven't taken any medicine, but I have. I guess I have. I've been taking Tylenol and pain reliever acetaminophen. So yeah, I've been taking that.
Doesn't sound like happy, joy to me.
No.
Sinten never vinden ze.
Yeah, that's a Ren and Stimpy moment.
But I've been drinking lots of water.
Oh, that's good.
That's always a good thing.
Oh my God, last night, you guys, holy shit. I was gonna stream last night, but I was sitting here and then all of a sudden I turned over my right shoulder really quick and I could have swore there was a man standing there. And it went away real quick. It was like a black shadow type thing, but I seen the full figure. And I think I was hallucinating though.
Man.
I think
Well, you had to have been hallucinating if you seen a full-figured man. Were you looking in the mirror?
No, I seen the full figure man, like that body type, a man body type, but it was a black figure. There was nothing to it. No color or anything. It was just all black.
Yeah, you can't dismiss that shit, man.
So
honestly,
I decided to
I
lay
can
down
joke
and
about
just
it
go to
for you,
sleep.
but yeah, I can joke about it, but honestly, you can't dismiss that shit.
No.
I'm like, Yeah, well, I was like, I think I'm hallucinating, so I think I better just lay down and go to sleep.
That's
A
disturbing.
shadow person. Yeah, I've never seen a shadow person before. Maybe that was the first time. I don't know.
Oh, I did, and
But
it
I
was
do
like
know the
just
more I
brief,
talk,
but that was
the more. Yeah, go ahead.
no. I'm sorry, man. No,
No, I was
I've
just
seen
gonna
him before.
go ahead.
No, I'll be quick. And that was the time I was being attacked, man, where everything just fucking felt chaotic and crazy, and I couldn't focus on anything. I've told you the story, but yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen it before. So that's why I say
that's
I
when
can't
I
dismiss
feel.
it.
Yeah, no, I agree because I feel more in the past. I every time I'm down like this, I feel like I'm attacked more. And the more that like I've been talking to Christ a lot lately, and that's when I get attacked the most.
Yeah.
And when my body is not 100%, I'm never 100% because I'm losing my legs quickly from diabetes. They're like like all the way up to my knee is solid. Like I can't, no feeling down to my feet. And they feel like numb. They feel like a constant whenever your leg would ever fall asleep, when your leg falls asleep, it feels real heavy. That's how
Uh huh.
my legs feel like that 24 hours a day constantly. And
Feel
then
bigger than
then
they
I
should be,
they're not at they look normal. Everything looks normal. You can't see it.
but
It's
do they
just
feel bigger than they should be?
yeah, yeah. They feel like tree
Yeah.
tree yeah,
It's
no,
like
they feel
rigor
heavy.
mortis is setting in.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I can't feel the water temperature on my legs and feet anymore. And the nerves just drive me up a fucking wall sometimes when my sugars are too high. The nerves just start jumping off. And even when my sugars are normal, they're not as bad. The pain is not as bad, but there's still a lot of pain there. And I'm losing ground quickly. This that has gone from my ankles all the way up to my knee in about a year or two. About 2 years. So if it starts getting up to my waist, around my waist, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But
You know
I
why?
I I get up and I walk around as much as possible because I know that's the key to trying to get the longest I can get out of what's going on with me to keep that blood flowing the best possible.
Of
So I
course.
do a lot of walking and that helps somewhat. But when the pain gets too bad, I'm bedridden. I'm like no, I'm not fucking moving. I won't even move to fucking eat. It
Yeah.
hurts so bad.
So with you, it's like a nerve pain, right? A pain that derives from your nerve.
Yeah, yeah. It's in my hands right now, throbbing, just throbbing. My hands are throbbing right now. My feet are okay right now.
Mm.
Just the numbness right now. My feet. I don't have pain going on in my feet right now, but I have it in my hands up to my wrist, and sometimes it gets hard to hold a coffee cup or something, and I'm like, fuck, I'll be 54 next month. And I'm like, this should not be happening to me this early. I didn't even get diabetes until I was like 45 or 47.
Yeah.
Yeah, 45, I think they diagnosed me. So I haven't even really had it that long. for it to do this much damage to me. So something else is going on that I just don't know what the fuck. I'm thinking it could be I was taking Humira injections and I stopped taking them. I was taking them the injections for my psoriasis, and I stopped taking them the last, and I wasn't even on them that long. And the last injection that you know what really got me, I think. Well, anyways, I stopped taking the Humira because that's when it brought the shingles out on my face. And I knew that that's what it was because I had just taken a Humira injection like a week prior, at least a week, maybe not even a week. And I got that on my face. And my uncle was on Humira and he died really quickly from cancer. And he's only 10 years older than I am.
Yeah.
And he already died back in 2017. And he was on Humira, and I think that's what killed him. And he wasn't even on it that long, maybe 3 years. And
Get that bone.
huh? Oh,
There's
you're
a
talking about the
bone.
bone. But anyways, I stopped taking that shit.
There's a
But
turkey.
I
That's turkey.
took
He fucking found
Dude.
himself a turkey bone.
And he's like, "What, a bone? Okay, I'll take care of that. See you guys later. Have fun walking. I'll be chowing here."
Yeah.
during the days that I was on a lot of morphine and oxycodones and shit for my back. From when I had back surgery in 2008, I pretty much was on painkillers 2 years prior than 2008, so around 2006, all the way up until they started pulling the painkillers a couple years ago, like 3-4 years ago. And I was taking a lot of my doctor was recommending these cortisone shots in my back, and I was getting 4 to 5 if not more cortisone shots a year in my back. And they were only supposed to I heard later that they're only supposed to do not more than 3 times a year cortisone shots in your back. And I was getting them about 5 or 6 times a year. And so my doctor was not a good doctor. He was all out for the money, of course. And I knew something was
missing your back.
I knew something was up with my doctor when he kept moving clinic to clinic. I followed him through 4 different clinics, and one of them was his own clinic. The last one was his own clinic, and I think he was being sued because I finally looked him up. Somebody told me to look him up, and I looked him up finally, and he was being sued from lots of places where he previously practiced at. And I knew something was up too when I went from seeing him in a hospital setting to where they were taking all the precautions before the shots. They would ask you what kind of medications you took that day. They would put you in a like just a robe type thing, and where your back was open, and they would wash you up real good before he came in and did the shots. To go into his practice and walking into his room where he does the shots and telling you, just lay down on the table, pull your shirt up. They would bring that x-ray machine over the top of me and he would do his shots. I wouldn't get any type of settling down medicine to keep my nerves from, because I would get real anxious.
Give you no Valium?
No, I didn't get nothing. I took the straight shot in the back. And it hurt, but he prescribed me pain meds. So, as soon as I got to the pharmacy and filled my meds, I was good to go. So that's what he kept me happy with my pain meds, and I kept him happy with getting them shots with, I didn't get the bill. It my insurance paid for most of it, so I would get a bill for like rare very little, but there would be the main cost on there, and he was charging my insurance company $12,000 per time I went in there and to get the shots, and the shots only took approximately like 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, if that, from the time I got in the room to the time I left. And so it was a racket, that's for sure. And I was hooked on pain meds for at least 12 years, and it was a bitch coming off them. I'll tell you, it was a bitch. But I'm
Couldn't
so
imagine.
far gone at this point. I wish I had, in a way, I wish I had the pain meds back sometimes when I'm in the pain that I get into. But I'm glad that I'm not, because I just can't. I wouldn't want to be stuck on them again. I wouldn't want to try to come off them again. If society goes to shit and I was stuck on them, oh my God, that would not be good. I would be a fucking lunatic.
Ugh. I don't
So
know. Mind over matter, man. Your mind don't matter.
Boy, I tell you, that would work. That would work for me with a broken bone or something. But the nerves are a different. It's a different pain, man. It's a mess with your fucking mind type pain that it's not a broken. I've had plenty of broken bones. And it's not broken bone pain, dude.
Yeah.
And I've tried mind over matter. It just don't fucking work.
I wasn't talking about that.
No, I wish I could do mind over matter on it. I wish I could. Maybe some people can. Maybe there is a way,
Yeah,
but
it's
I
not a
haven't
question
found
of
it.
just doing it or saying it to yourself or believing it or knowing it. It's something.
Tell you
Yeah.
what, if I had a broken bone, it wouldn't be mind over matter, and your
Right.
mind don't matter. It'd be like, dude, the fucking bone's broke, man. Fucker
Hey,
hurt.
but Melanie Moran just offered you one of her salves from cannabis. So she's willing to send it to you. She makes it herself. And there's also this guy, what's his name, James from Grounded Extracts, Grounded Contracts, Grounded Extracts. And
Yeah.
he wants to help people out too. He makes all kind of extracts for all kind of issues. So he's
Well,
helped a lot of people that are in pain.
I am willing to try anything. Anything at this point.
I'm on it. I'm ordering one. I'm not ordering one, but I'm asking for one for Melanie now. So
Yeah.
she's got.
Yeah. I mean,
She gave you her email, so I think you should try that. If it doesn't, if it won't help, it won't hurt either. So
right. Exactly. I hope it does help, because I will definitely order this. If it helps, I will be your best customer. I'm telling you.
no, you're just. She
But
just
I
wants
mean,
to
I
share
smoke marijuana, and that doesn't even touch the. I mean, it helps my mind, relax, but it doesn't touch the pain. So I've tried CBD products before, and though marijuana works better than the CBD products. But I've heard of people making their own stuff up before that. I'm trying to think what channel that is that I heard. They make their own stuff up, and they sell it to their people, and everybody says it works, but I just didn't want to spend as much money as they were asking, like $90 or something for a couple bottles of this stuff. I mean, if it worked, yeah, but I was always afraid to waste the money and try it and it didn't work. Um, but over the veil. Does that channel sound familiar? Over the veil, something over the veil. But anyways, okay, you guys feel free to email me. Well, Melena, my address is, I don't care, 1531 23rd Ave South, apartment 25, Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, 54495. You can send it to me. I don't think anybody's out to hurt me that's going to come knock on my door and shoot me or anything. So nobody's going to send me anthrax through the mail. I got nothing but loving souls on here. And my channel don't get out to other people, so I get out to the ones that it counts. Hey Keith, welcome. Paul from Newcastle, welcome. Welcome Tommy, Mulaney, Martin. Who else is here? Ransom, welcome.
Melanie
Whoops.
Moran. Melanie
Melanie.
Martin.
Oh,
Moran.
Melanie. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Have you tried DMSO? Yes, I have. Hold on a second. Oh my God, that don't work. And I don't want to drink too much of it because you just don't know what, I mean, it's fucking, I don't think it's good for you to drink a shitload of it. But I've been putting it in my water and stuff. I'm not sure how you're supposed to take it, but I heard about it a couple of years ago and I bought a bottle of it. So yeah, I bought a bottle of this. So believe me, I have tried a lot of fucking weird shit, but trying to get control of this pain, and I don't know if there's nothing on the market where you can go into. I've even talked to so many 2 or 3 pharmacists, different pharmacists I've talked to at Walgreens and CVS and stuff, and there's nothing on the market that helps. I mean, there is, but when you get as far as where I'm at, and the nerves get real bad, there's really nothing on the market to help with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my address is 1531 23rd Avenue South, apartment 25, Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin 54495.
I'm on my way. That's all I needed to know. So I will type that into Google Maps and see you in a couple of days.
Yeah, you can see my apartment building. You can see maybe you'll be able to see me walking in the back where there's a parking lot in the back, a big parking lot. There's apartment buildings all around me, and yeah, you'll probably see me out in the back walking somewhere.
Okay.
Around the block or something. Yeah, that Google thing is pretty nifty, pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at a place where I used to live when I was a kid, and I zoomed right into the house where I used to live, and the house, all around it just has not changed at all.
Yeah. I actually went there a few months ago to this town where I used to live, and there was still one neighbor, the actual neighbor, that was still living there. That was a coincidence. We actually met her outside. So, yeah.
Did we lose? Oh yeah, we did. We lost.
Yeah, his tablet froze.
Oh,
It's too cold outside
okay.
for the battery.
I tried it both ways because I was told that you could ingest. You can ingest it. So I was doing both actually at one point, and it wasn't working, so I stopped. But half of the bottle is gone. I only bought one bottle, and half of this bottle's gone.
Mhm.
But I think I'm glad I didn't ingest any more of it because this is made from like tree, um, the stuff that they like from the
Turpentine?
this stuff breaks down tree chips, I think, or something like that.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
used
It
as
makes it
something.
makes it makes wood chips mushy, so that you can make paper out of it. Right? That's what it does.
Yeah, something like yeah, something like that. Yeah. And I was like, wow, people are ingesting this, but they were like, yeah, a lot of people. I watched videos on it, and I'm like, okay, well, I tried it, but no, it absolutely didn't help at all. Maybe I think maybe if maybe at the beginning of some nerve damage, maybe it will help people. But as far as I am right now, I think I'm too far into. I got a lot of nerve damage,
Hmm.
and it's like when it's not my feet messing with me, it's my hands. When my hands are okay, it's my feet. So yeah, I can't freaking win.
Yeah, the old day comes with many issues, right?
Hmm. But but weed definitely does. I mean, I can't say weed is completely helpless because weed definitely helps me calm down a lot. I may not get rid of the nerve pain completely, but it does help me relax a lot. But I don't like having to use weed, completely throughout the day. It gets, who wants to be zombified throughout your whole day, So I like to do it mainly at night before I go to bed.
Oh,
But
I smoke all day, though. Not
do
all the
ya?
time, not every day, but usually I do.
On
But
the weekends, I've done it on the weekends, but I don't like going through my whole day being, um,
yeah,
not
completely stop. Yeah.
yeah, because it doesn't I can get high fairly quickly, especially now. Um, the last couple days, the last few days, I haven't been able to really smoke it, but when I do try to smoke it, it only takes a hit or two because I'm coughing way early. So the more I cough, the more it seeps into me, so it doesn't take more than a hit or two to not really get in I mean, it gets in my lungs because my coughing is like fucking shoving it in there.
Well, I smoke my own weed mostly half of the year. I've been smoking for 6 months now, and I just bought my first bag of weed since 6 months. So, your own weed
Mhm.
is like, well, mine is not that strong, so it's not like I'm totally zombified with it. It's
Mhm.
quite healthy to smoke, actually, I think.
Yeah, That would be nice if your stuff helps.
Oh, that will
Definitely.
soothe you. I mean, yeah, that will bring some relief. Soothe you, no, bring relief.
I got a brand new screw gun with 2 lithium batteries to help build fences and decking outside. Unfortunately, the lithium batteries don't charge or work. If too cold, what's gonna happen with these new electric cars? I bet you is
Yeah.
what you're gonna talk. Oh yeah, electric cars that have lithium. Yeah, yeah. But plus, I mean, is it realistic that? I mean, you're really gonna have to spend a lot of money to put these charging ports in everywhere. Enough charging ports to keep everybody going. I don't see how that's
Dude, it's
gonna.
such a it's so much stupidity going on. I mean,
I
that's
don't
that's
think
part.
that's ever.
I
I
mean,
don't
that's
think the
part.
electric cars is ever gonna be a thing.
No, of course not. No, it's not.
No.
Stupid.
Huh. I have my AC on today. It is near 80. Oh my god. That would be nice. I would lose this cold in a second if I went to Florida and got all that. I would start sweating because my blood is now used to cold weather. I would I would sweat that cold out of me within a couple days if I went to Florida right now.
Well,
80
that might,
degree weather.
yeah, or sauna maybe.
Hmm. My body would just automatically sweat that shit right out of me.
Yeah.
I can't keep a right temperature in my house that I feel comfortable enough. It's like if I get it warm in here, it's too warm. If I get it cold in here, it's too cold. I'm constantly throwing, putting shit on, taking shit off.
Putting out the heater, putting on the heat. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Opening a window, gets too chilly in here, closing the window, turning the heat back up. Hotter the better. Oh yeah, I know, but oh my god, I can't even keep up with my bills. My electric bill was crazy last month, and I know we have electric heat, but that's pretty much all my bill is from the heat because I barely run anything. No, I barely run any lights in here.
Yeah. Me too. I don't. I hardly use any electricity. Like very low use of electricity.
Charge my phone in which fuck I better do. Sorry, I'm gonna have to take myself off. I gotta charge my phone. It's a good thing looked at that
My
because
bills don't even reach $20 or $30 per month. Not even.
oh really?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know how mine are so high. Mine run roughly about $80 a month, which I know doesn't seem high to a lot of people, but that's pretty high for me.
Hmm.
Especially living inside an apartment building, and I'm on the top floor. There's no way it should be up that high.
No.
Cutting wood and steel. You're. Oh, thanks, Tommy. Okay, thanks, bro. Joe Dirt said I get hot cutting wood and stay hot burning wood. My bills run 75 to 80 a month. Oh, that's about the. Well, that's only the electric bill for me. Better just open a window. I felt long. Yeah, if I was in Florida and I didn't have a cold, I would be running that air conditioner on high. Even 70 degrees in Florida because of the humidity would be too hot for me. When I lived down there, I had a hard time getting activated to that type of weather, living in it this way my whole life. But with what's going on with my nerves and stuff, I think Florida actually would be a better spot for me, a warmer place, because the cold weather definitely makes it worse on the nerves. About 150 for electric here, and I'm
Well, it sounds like it.
talking just lights. What point?
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm about ready to close her down and go lay down for a little while.
Cool. Hey, so have a nice day then, Patrick. It's good talking to you again.
Yeah, you too, boy. I appreciate you coming in and talking, saving the stream, kept the stream going for a little longer, about an
Nice.
hour longer. So that's cool.
And thank you, Joe Dirt, Martin Haley, Tommy, Melanie Moran, and everybody else in chat that I cannot see at the moment.
Mm.
Keith Fern. Keith Fern. Keith Fern. Paul from Newcastle. And all these other people. Bit of Venom was there. Okay. Hey, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, thanks, boy. And thank you, everybody in chat. Thanks for listening to my rant. I was on a pretty long rant today, but I appreciate you guys. And thanks for coming in. Thanks, Melanie, for sending that. And Tommy, thanks. Brian is live here. Oh, okay. Brian did he just go not live now? Or has he been on a while? I might listen into it, but I'm gonna lay down. Yeah. All right. Joe Dirt, yeah, thanks for coming on, Joe. And boy. So all right, guys. Love you all, and pray for just pray for this world, man. All right, guys, take care of yourselves and stay safe.